welcome, mourners. You are listening to Dirge of Mourning's Coffin Carrier. I am your host, Andrew A. Graves, alongside Terabella Thorne. In this episode, we'll be looking at a one-man band from New Zealand called Enter the Soil, with their song, My Only Creation Is Gone, from the 2017 release, That Amber Lit Morning. I just need. Oh fucking hell! Oh fuck yes! Just like that. That. Yes, 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 and more fucking yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes, yes, and just yes.
Yeah. How about yeah?
No bullshit. Just yes. More. Don't ask where, how, why, when, all that. I don't care. Just gimme more of this, and I will be satisfied for the remainder of my life.
Okay, so I'm taking it that you really, really like this song.
This was just outstanding, and I'm going to run through a few reasons why.
Okay, hold on. Before we get too far, I have something I want to say.
Oh?
I want to give a little shout out to my dear friend Brianna for not only supporting the show and caring about everything about it, but also for bringing cookies.
So
Thank you, Brianna. That was much appreciated.
So basically, cookies.
Uh-huh.
We like the cookies. We eat the cookies. Give us more cookies. That's how you get on the show.
Pretty much.
And in case you're wondering where to send the cookies, I'll figure that out later. But yes,
yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Why you're so exuberant? What's going on here?
First off, the music itself, just absolutely phenomenal. No corners cut, none of that, let me just make sure it sounds super clean. No, there was a bit of rawness to this that I liked. There was just this sense of raw emotion that was there in the recording, and I liked it. Also, the musicianship, spot the fuck on. Absolutely, especially when it came to the ending. Oh, that was just amazing. I could listen to that ending piece for as long as I live, which I probably will do.
I actually like the beginning with the music, very, very slow, bringing you in very slowly. And what it did for me, it gave it the sense of impending doom. So you knew something was coming with the lyrics. You knew it, but it was through the music that it told you that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But the reason I'm going to point out the ending part here is simply because I noticed something. It had a very bluesy sound to it.
Yeah, it did.
Mixed in with that, traditional style of metal, and it made it sound more somber.
It was definitely somber.
Oh, that's for damn sure. But it just gave it that extra little, sad, somber overtone that just made the entire piece make me just want to just do backflips and how awesome it is.
Well, it's definitely a complete composition from start to end, well planned out, well thought out. And if you look up the lyrics, it lends itself to the lyrics, or the lyrics lend itself to it, whatever. They uphold each other. So,
absolutely. This is why, again, from beginning to end, the song itself.
This is a very sad concept. One more so than most, because without seeing the lyrics, I didn't know. But once I saw the lyrics, the death of a child, as always, hits the parent much harder than other way around.
Well, I don't know too much about the whole parenting element, but even just from my point of view, it was fucking depressing.
Yes. So when the natural order of things happens, it's not unexpected. You grow up into adulthood and your parent dies, or parents die.
Yeah.
And that's the normal progression of things. It is not normal when your child dies before you, or you watch them. I actually know somebody that went through this as an older mother with an adult son, and hit her really hard. And her words were only, it was supposed to be me. What she meant, she didn't mean I'm supposed to die right now. What she meant was it was supposed to be me first. So you have the small little piece of time here of what's going on and all this emotion packed into just this.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? When you sit there and realize, wait a minute, a child of mine has passed before I do. That psychologically must fuck with you into, like, oblivion, really.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things ever for people to handle. That is, way up there. So
absolutely. I guess
heavy weight upon my shoulders,
Yeah.
It's gonna be the heavy weight for the rest of your life. Those words were great. What else did I really notice in this? Just the whole thing, the end, the last few lines, victim.
Well, before you get to those last few lines, I would just like to point out that entire paragraph is my favorite part of the lyrics.
The lyrics, yeah. I really like that too.
Do you want to read that paragraph, or?
Yeah, I'll read it. Stood before the congregation, wishing time away. The pale bodies and the black. Weep a mourning song for him. There, in the box, my son lies wasted, victim of the earth. A small portrait in an ochre frame flits its wistful eyes for them. For them, that congregation, not for the dead.
It's such a powerful image that it creates.
Yes, right. You can picture this and feel it, and amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It absolutely is. Again, when I first heard this song, the thing that stood out to me, first off, before looking at the lyrics, was the unique style that he did with the vocals.
Yes, I was just going to mention that. I really liked more toward the beginning part where there's a little bit of death and then the clean singing comes in, and it is so it sounds like one of those old-fashioned radio recordings.
Right.
You have like almost the echo to it.
Yes, which I think is actually a very unique thing to this song. I haven't heard it in any other Funeral Doom song to this day.
I was thinking that too. I have heard it in other genres, but I noticed it right away, and I really liked that. I liked that aspect.
This is definitely a staple for the genre. This is a must listen to, just for its unique sound, but it's heavy subject matter that lends itself perfectly for Funeral Doom. The idea that we're literally reading about the loss of a small child and that grieving process, how weirdly fitting for the genre, but that's part and parcel with what comes with this territory within this genre, that it is about, the human emotions that we go through when we lose someone that we love dearly. And this song in particular stands out as probably one of the greats in that regard.
Yeah, I haven't really heard a song that just addresses that. There probably are some that address this topic, but in the minute minute or two that this is actually happening, at congregation, there's the body, there's the portrait. It's just this little glimpse of a thought that's going through this person's mind.
Well, it's not just that though, but we're actually getting a glimpse into the overall feeling as well of the funeral procession itself.
Well, I liked also the fact that it's going, falling leaves will go unnoticed.
In other words, doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah.
But I also believe that at this particular moment, he's also talking about the season. It's autumn.
Yeah.
That the fall has hit us. So therefore, he doesn't care about any of that. He is only focused on this one thing.
Right.
The fact that this small child is, while you're away, you're not here anymore. So these things, he doesn't care about, what season it is. This tragedy is the only thing that's focused on.
He's no longer gonna go out in the yard and rake the leaves up.
Right.
Like your whole life changes.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the other element that I would like to just point out as well, is the fact that the next couple of lines are, I look for comfort in the pain. In other words, they've already accepted that this is a thing. How do I feel at ease with it? How do I come to terms with this?
Impossible.
It is, because that heavy weight is now upon his shoulders. He can't shift it. And I don't think you ever will, like you were talking earlier about this idea that it's something that when it happens to a parent, that there's no going back.
Exactly.
You could try and move forward as best you can, but there's always going to be that huge empty hole that can never be filled, no matter what you do.
Well, and it's not just it's not simply an empty hole because someone has passed away. When you're a parent, your first and foremost thought, at least most parents, or shall we say, attentive, good parents, their child or children are their primary first thought over everything else.
Yeah, it's basically their entire world revolves around them.
You will pretty much do anything for your child.
Yes.
So when the natural progression is reversed, you're then really at a loss. That's why your whole life changes. You no longer will have that to attend to that you love. You'll have to do these other things, and they're not going to be as meaningful.
Right. That was the thing that I was just thinking there, that every action now becomes almost meaningless.
You go through the motions, but
I would also assume that there's even going to be days where you sit there and do absolutely nothing because you feel that it is genuinely pointless, to the point where other thoughts may creep in that you don't necessarily want. But again, that's that entire grieving process that, I would assume that most parents, if not all parents in that regard, would probably go through, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So with that being said, scoring.
Interesting.
Because I'm going to give it, for me personally, a high 9.8.
Well, I was going to say somewhere in the 9s, so just go ahead, slap it up there. That's good.
I think it truly deserves it for what it is.
It did put me in a somber mood. That's why I'm a little more quieter than I usually am. Because it touched me because I know somebody dearly close to me.
Oh, I am aware.
It is horrid.
Oh, absolutely. I know a few people that have gone through similar concepts as well. A very solid 9.8. To praise it any more, I would have to create an entire different scale of scoring system.
So we'll leave it at that score, and I really did enjoy that different sound of the vocals. I really did.
Oh, it was absolutely a highlight of the song, I think.
Yeah.
But as usual, guys, the links to everything I could possibly get my hands on will be in the description. Go out, check out the band, check out their other material. Also, if you're unfamiliar with this band, I would also suggest you check out the vocalist / drummer's other band, Bleed This Earth, which we also did a review of their Bell song, which I really loved. Was a phenomenal song in and of itself.
Yes.
So I think that'll do it from us here at Coffin Carrier. Until next time, mourners, remember, every day is a funeral.